The hallway of Crestwood High wasn't just a hallway. To Maya, it was a gauntlet, a war zone where the weapons were whispers and the ammunition was laughter. Every step she took felt heavy, not just because of her weight, though she felt every ounce of it dragging her down, but because of the fear, the paralyzing, suffocating fear that today she was going to destroy her own life. She clutched the pink envelope in her hand. Her fingers were sweaty. The paper was damp at the edges. Inside this envelope was her heart, her soul, her dignity, all written in shaky blue ink. "Don't do it, Maya," a voice inside her head whispered. "Turn around. Go back to the library. Hide in the bathroom stall like you always do." But she couldn't, because yesterday in math class he had looked at her. Liam, the golden boy, the boy who walked as if the world had been paved specifically for his feet. He had looked at her and smiled. It wasn't a mocking smile. It was soft, real. And that one smile had given her a dangerous thing: hope. The cafeteria doors loomed ahead like the gates of judgment. The noise hit her first. The roar of teenage chatter, the clatter of trays, the smell of greasy pepperoni and despair. Maya took a breath. It rattled in her chest. She pushed the doors open. One step, two steps. The noise seemed to dampen as she walked. It was as if the school knew something was about to happen. People turned. Eyes followed her, not with admiration, but with confusion. Where is she going? Is she lost? Look at her outfit. Does she own a mirror? Maya stared at her shoes, battered sneakers that had seen better days. She focused on them. Left, right, left, right. Just keep moving. Don't look at the cheerleaders. Don't look at the jocks. Just look for him. And then she saw him, Liam. He was sitting at the center table. The throne room. Sunlight from the high windows hit his blonde hair, making it look like a halo. He was laughing at something his friend said, his head thrown back, carefree, beautiful. Maya stopped. She was 5 feet away. Her heart hammered against her ribs like a prisoner trying to break bars. "Liam?" she whispered. Came out as a squeak. He didn't hear her. "Liam," she said again, louder this time. The laughter at the table died. One by one, the popular kids turned to look at her. Sarah, the head cheerleader, popped her gum. She looked Maya up and down with a look that could peel paint. Liam turned slowly. His blue eyes met Maya's. For a split second, Maya saw recognition. She saw that softness again. But then, he noticed the silence. He noticed everyone watching him, waiting for his reaction. "Maya?" he asked. His voice was neutral, guarded. Maya's hands shook as she held out the pink letter. I wrote this for you," she stammered. Every word was a struggle. "I know we don't talk much, but I think you're really special, Liam. And the spring fling is coming up. And I thought..." She couldn't finish the sentence. The air in the cafeteria was so thick she could choke on it. Liam stared at the letter. He didn't take it. He just stared at the pink paper trembling in her hand. Then he looked at Sarah. Sarah raised an eyebrow. She leaned over and whispered something in Liam's ear. She pointed at Maya's stomach. Then she laughed. A cruel high-pitched sound. Liam's jaw tightened. He looked back at Maya. The light in his eyes died. It was replaced by a cold, hard wall of ice. He stood up. He towered over her. He seemed 10 feet tall. "You thought what?" Liam asked. His voice carried across the room. "You thought I would go with you?" The first laugh started from the back of the room. Then another. Then a roar. Maya felt the blood drain from her face. I just... "Look at yourself, Maya," Liam said. He sounded angry, almost desperate. "You're a mess. You don't belong at my table. You don't even belong in my line of sight." He swatted her hand, Hard. The letter flew into the air. It fluttered down, slowly, agonizingly slowly, and landed in a puddle of spilled chocolate milk on the floor. The pink paper turned brown and soggy. "Trash belongs on the floor," Liam said. The laughter was deafening now, a tidal wave of humiliation crashing over her. "Fatty!" someone screamed. She thought she had a chance. Delusional. Maya didn't look up. She stared at the ruined letter, at her ruined heart. Tears, hot and burning, spilled from her eyes. She turned around, and she ran. She ran past the laughing faces. She ran past the teachers who pretended not to see. She burst out of the double doors into the cold afternoon air. She didn't stop running until her lungs burned and her legs gave out behind the old gymnasium. She collapsed into the dirt, gasping, sobbing. She curled into a ball, trying to make herself small, trying to disappear. "I hate him," she choked out. "I hate him, and I hate myself." Pain. That was the only thing Maya felt for the next 3 months. But it wasn't the pain of heartbreak anymore. It was the pain of iron, the pain of sweat, the pain of change. Every morning at 4 a.m., while the rest of the town slept, Maya was in the 24-hour gym. The hum of the treadmill was her only friend. The clanking of weights was her music. She looked in the mirror. The girl staring back was soaking wet, red-faced, exhausted, but there was something new in her eyes. Fire. "Push harder," she whispered to herself. "Make them regret it. Make him regret it." She wasn't doing this for health. Not really. She was doing it for revenge. She wanted to walk back into that school and make Liam swallow his tongue. "Your form is terrible," a voice said. Maya jumped. She almost fell off the treadmill. She hit the emergency stop button. Standing next to her was a guy she had seen around. Not a student. Older. Maybe 20. He had dark hair, tattoos creeping up his neck, and a smile that looked like it knew a secret. "Excuse me," Maya panted. "Your running form," the guy said. He handed her a clean towel. "You're striking with your heel. Bad for the knees." "I'm Jax." Maya took the towel. She was suspicious. Guys didn't talk to her, especially guys who looked like Jax. He looked dangerous, rough. "I'm fine," Maya muttered, wiping her face. "You're not fine," Jax said. He leaned against the machine. "You're angry. I can see it. You're running like you're trying to escape a murder scene." Maya looked at him. He saw her. Really saw her. "I'm training," she said. "For what?" Jax asked. "To be someone else," Maya answered softly. Jax smiled. It was a slow, predatory smile. But to Maya, it looked like understanding. "I can help with that," he said. "I'm a trainer here. Let me spot you. No charge." And that was how the trap was set. Over the next few weeks, Jax became her world. He wasn't just a trainer. He was a sculptor, and she was the clay. He pushed her harder than she thought possible. He changed her diet. He changed her workout. But he also changed her mind. "You're beautiful, Maya," he would whisper while she was lifting weights. "They don't see it, but I do." "You're a diamond in the rough," he would say while spotting her squats. "We just need to polish you." Maya drank his words like water in a desert. For the first time in her life, a man, a handsome, dangerous man, wanted her. He texted her every morning. "Good morning, beautiful." He walked her to her car every night. He touched the small of her back. She was losing weight rapidly. The hoodie was replaced by tank tops. The baggy jeans were replaced by leggings. People in the gym started staring, not with disgust, but with admiration. But Maya was blind. She was blind to the way Jax would check her phone when she went to the bathroom. She was blind to the way he isolated her from her mom. "Your mom wants you to stay fat," Jax told her one night. She's jealous of your progress. Don't listen to her. Maya nodded. She believed him, because he was the only one who had ever been nice to her. Meanwhile, across the street, in the pouring rain, a gray sedan was parked in the shadows. Liam sat behind the wheel. The heater was broken. His breath fogged up the glass. He wiped it away with a shaking hand. He watched the gym entrance. He saw them walk out, Maya and Jax. Maya was laughing, her head thrown back. She looked stunning, unrecognizable from the girl in the cafeteria. But Liam wasn't looking at her waistline. He was looking at Jax's hand. It was gripping the back of Maya's neck. He knew who Jax was. Everyone in the underground scene knew Jax. He was a hustler, a gambler, a guy who would sell his own mother for a quick buck. Why him, Maya? Liam whispered. Why did you run to a monster to get away from me? Liam felt a wave of nausea. This was his fault. He had broken her. And now, in her brokenness, she had let a wolf into her life. He couldn't just watch. Not anymore. He started the engine. The headlights cut through the rain. He pulled out slowly, keeping his distance, following the taillights of Jax's car. He had to know the truth. The weeks turned into months. Maya was transformed. She walked into school now with her head held high. The whispers had changed. Is that Maya? No way. She's hot. Even Sarah, the cheerleader, looked threatened. But Maya didn't care about them. She only cared about Jax. He was her boyfriend now. Official. He picked her up from school on his motorcycle. He kissed her in front of everyone. But in private, things were dark. Why were you talking to that guy in math class? Jax asked one evening. They were parked by the river. He just asked for a pencil, Jax, Maya said softly. Don't lie to me. Jax slammed his hand on the dashboard. Maya flinched. You think because you're skinny now you can flirt with everyone? You're nothing without me, Maya. Remember that. You were a whale until I fixed you. Maya shrank into her seat. Tears pricked her eyes. I know, Jax.
I'm sorry.
I'm just protecting you, Jax said, his voice dropping to a smooth purr. He stroked her hair. I love you. That's why I get crazy. Maya nodded. But deep down, a tiny voice was screaming. This isn't love. This is fear. Liam saw it all. He had become a ghost. He skipped football practice to trail them. He sat in coffee shops wearing a hoodie, listening to their conversations. He saw the bruises on Maya's wrist that she covered with bracelets. He needed proof. Maya would never believe him. To her, Liam was the villain. Jax was the hero. He needed undeniable proof. One Tuesday night, Liam followed Jax after he dropped Maya off. Jax drove to the bad side of town, to a shady bar called The Pit. Liam parked down the block. He pulled his hood low. He walked in. The air smelled of stale beer and smoke. He spotted Jax in a back booth, sitting with 3 other guys. They were loud, drunk. Liam grabbed a table nearby, keeping his back to them. He pulled out his phone and hit record. So, how's the project going? One guy asked Jax. Jax laughed. It was a cruel, ugly sound. The piggy? Oh, she's totally hooked. It's pathetic, man. She looks at me like I'm a god. And the money? The guy asked. 5 grand, Jax said. The bet stands. Take the school loser. Make her fall in love. Get her to prom. And dump her on the live stream in front of the whole school. Liam felt his blood turn to ice. His hand shook as he held the phone. A bet. It was all a sick, twisted bet. Man, that's brutal. Another guy chuckled. It's business, Jax said. Plus, I got some hilarious before pictures I'm gonna project on the wall. The internet is gonna love it. Liam stopped recording. He had it. He had the smoking gun. He stood up to leave. He needed to get out before Crash. A waitress bumped into him. A tray of glasses shattered on the floor. The sound was like a gunshot in the small bar. Jax turned around. His eyes locked onto Liam. Recognition flashed on his face. Then rage. "Hey!" Jax shouted, standing up. "It's the quarterback. Get him." Liam didn't think. He ran. He shoved past the waitress. He kicked open the back door. He sprinted into the dark alleyway. Rain was pouring down. He heard footsteps thundering behind him. "You're dead, Liam!" Jax screamed. Liam scrambled over a chain-link fence. The metal tore his jacket. He landed in a puddle of mud on the other side. He didn't stop. He ran until his chest felt like it was exploding. He reached his car, fumbled with the keys, started the engine, and peeled away just as Jax burst through the fence. Liam drove into the night, gasping for air. He looked at his phone. The video was saved. He was safe. But then, he looked at the date. Tomorrow was prom. "I have to tell her," Liam whispered. "Even if she hates me, I have to save her. Before we see the explosive ending at the prom, and if Maya actually believes the boy who broke her heart, take 1 second to click that subscribe button. It really helps the channel. And trust me, you do not want to miss the karma that is coming for Jax. Prom night. "Who you think he is?" Maya stared at him. Old anger bubbled up. "Go away, Liam," she said coldly. "You've done enough damage. You told me I was a 2. Remember?" "I know," Liam shouted. "I know what I said. And I hate myself for it every single day." He reached into his pocket. His hand was shaking. He pulled out his phone. He ran over to the DJ booth. He shoved the DJ aside and plugged his phone into the AUX cord. "No!" Jax realized what was happening. He lunged forward. "Stop him!" But the football team, Liam's old friends, stepped in Jax's way. A wall of varsity jackets blocking the villain. Liam hit play. The sound of static filled the gym. Then, Jax's voice boomed over the massive speakers. Loud. Clear. Undeniable. "The piggy? Oh, she's totally hooked. It's pathetic. $5,000. Dump her on the live stream. She looks at me like I'm a god." The silence in the gym was absolute. The music had stopped. The only sound was Jax's cruel laughter echoing from the recording. Maya stood frozen. Her world shattered. Again, she looked at Jax. He wasn't smiling anymore. He looked like a cornered rat. "Is it true?" Maya whispered. Her voice was barely audible. Jax looked around at the angry faces. He realized his game was over. He sneered. The mask fell off completely. "Yeah," Jax spat. "It's true. Look at you, Maya. Did you really think a guy like me would date you for free? You're still just the fat girl inside. You're pathetic." Maya stared at him, the man she thought she loved. And suddenly, the fear vanished, replaced by cold, hard clarity. She took a step forward. She raised her hand, and slap. The sound echoed like a gunshot. She slapped him so hard his head snapped back. "Get out," she said. Jax rubbed his cheek. He looked at the crowd. Everyone was glaring at him. Even the teachers. He scrambled backward, tripping over his own feet. He turned and ran out the back exit like a coward. Maya stood alone in the center of the dance floor. She felt tears threatening to fall. She wrapped her arms around herself, trying to hold the pieces together. Then, she felt a warm jacket being placed over her shoulders. She looked up. It was Liam. He looked "I did it to save you," Liam said. He reached into his pocket again and pulled out a crumpled, brown-stained piece of paper. It was the pink envelope, the one from the milk puddle. Maya gasped. She covered her mouth. You kept it?" "I went back for it," Liam smiled weakly. "I dried it off. I read it every night. Maya, I don't care what size you are. I never did. You were the only girl brave enough to talk to me like a real person." He held out his hand. His fingers were trembling. "I know I don't deserve it," he whispered. "But, can I have this dance?" Maya looked at his hand. Then she looked at his eyes. The same blue eyes she had fallen for. They weren't cold anymore. They were warm and loving. She smiled. A genuine smile that reached her eyes. "You're an idiot, Liam," she said softly. "I know.